Hi, I'm Lena. I'm sitting here with the winners culture, and here's a story that defines me. Growing up, I was troubled. I couldn't really quite figure it out, but I ran into a lot of supportive people in my life that helped me see life in a different perspective, and I applied it to my real life. So now I'm teaching other people how to see life in a different perspective. Wow, look at God.
Voice of the hopeless, control the game like the coaches. Stay dropping gems, we the winners, culture, you know this. Never coasting, always elevating, staying focused. When it's all said and done, we the winners, culture, yeah. We winners, culture. It's all said and done.
What's going on, y'all? It's just JJ. Welcome to another episode of The Winners Culture, the podcast where we highlight black excellence and celebrate different perspectives. To my right.
Hey, y'all, it's Mondi.
And today we have a very special episode, a long time coming. In my mind, one of the pioneers of current Philly rap, an excellent lyricist, an excellent person, a light when she comes into the room, an advocate for mental health, an advocate for the youth, an advocate for excellence, Lena L.
Wow, JJ. That was crazy. I appreciate y'all, for real. That was crazy.
Yes, thank you for being here with us.
How
Thank
you
for having
feel?
us. Hey, man, we here. School.
Blondie, how you feel?
School.
I feel good. I had a good day. I had a long drive in.
Okay.
But we
Blondie coming from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I live in Pittsburgh.
She loves you.
She be on the road. No, she love you. Like she came so she could be here for you. Not me.
I'm honored.
She came so she could be here for
I'm
you.
saying, though, it's a team.
Like,
I see him all the time.
Don't worry, my fault.
All the time.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your day, how was it?
All of the days are productive, and I'm grateful for it, right? Because I prayed for these type of days, so I'm not doing no complaining, man.
Okay.
This was the goal. The goal was to eat. Like, so when the plate full, alhamdulillah, I'm honored. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
We here.
So one of the people that we work with often, Manny 215,
My brother.
he always asks, like, what does productivity mean to you? And so you said you had a productive day. Every day is productive. So what does productivity mean to you?
I mean, first and foremost, just I feel like just knocking off the to-do list. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a goal setter. I'm a journaler. I write. Like, you know what I mean? I write down things I feel like I need to get done just by Friday. You know what I mean? So just waking up every day to reach that is productive to me. Because a lot of people be beating themselves up. Like, my day wasn't productive. But if you woke up and scratched something off the list, it was productive. I was saying, like, for me, my days be like, because I wear a bunch of hats. But like I said, I wouldn't want it no other way. But so yeah, as long as you knocking out things that you say you want, execute, productive day.
A great mindset.
Blondie, what's
I'm a list maker too, but I gotta be honest with y'all. Sometimes I be a little hard on myself because you know how like you make a list. I will put everything under the sun on the list to complete in one day, which is like not realistic. And then the next day come, I be so mad when I didn't like finish the list from the day before. And like, I don't know, it feels weird like when I gotta move goals from one day to the next day, which I know like that's a personal mindset thing that I have to get over because it's no, like, it's not a black mark on my record or anything. 100%. I didn't scratch everything off my list, but I'm like, I don't know, I need a medium. It's like no production or overproduction.
I ain't want to cut my fault, JJ.
Do you have any advice for this type person?
I ain't want to cut you off, but I feel like when I say that we make a list to execute our goals, it's not to execute in one day. You will lose your mind trying to execute everything you say you're going to do in one day, even if it's the grocery, even if it's the shopping list that you like. Don't lose your mind over it and give yourself that that grace and that in those windows to just give yourself a second to breathe first before, because I feel like even just down to like, all right, I say I want to do something and I'm just doing it. It's not as easy as it sounds. Like, you don't just be like, all right, today I'm gonna go get blinds for my window, make sure everything's straight. That's exactly how the day gonna go. Give yourself grace. If you go to 4 stores and don't find the blinds that fit your window, give yourself that. You still got to Friday. Like, you know what I mean? It don't all have to get done today.
I received that advice because let me tell you, if I go to 4 stores and don't find no blinds, I'm cussing at the end of the day. Like, I am shadow box in the air. Like, I was
so true though. Like,
it is. I really get like so worked up. But Thank you for that.
Give yourself grace. This is for you too, JJ. Like I feel like even that's the blondes and that story is just like that analogy was kind of mid, but this just really go for everything in your life. Like give yourself that. You know what I mean? Like, and you forget the part like when we make goals, we forget where God, you know, the assignment God give us too in the middle of that. So like I say I'm gonna do this, but whatever God want too, you gotta think of it like that. So I don't know, balance.
I ain't even gonna lie, you giving us fire. We like 5 minutes in.
Yeah,
like I could just clip that.
My bad.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
It's about to be a therapy session for me.
On that same note though, I see that with Immortal that you're doing like talk sessions, mental health sessions,
live conversations.
Yeah, live conversations. Can you tell us about how that came about? And shout out to one of our sponsors, Immortal Vision Studios, and how we keep everything tough. In the family.
That's fire. First of all, shout out Immortal Vision Studio, man. Shout out CJ Wolf, the whole family. But like, that's my second home, bro. Like, so I love this. Like, but live conversations, that came about. We're like, all right. So between me and y'all, everybody, right? I battled with mental health. Like, it was times I wanted to, you know what? Y'all don't really need me here. Who's counting, right? Like, it was times where I really like tried to plan and execute my escape. Like, how I'm gonna do it? Should I go pills? Should I go too much of that, less of this? But saying all this to say, around that time, like in those moments, I didn't have nobody to run to, like to where like they telling me like, yo, everything gonna be all right, just chill, or I'm right here with you. Cause I had people saying like everything gonna be all right, you gonna be all right, but I ain't have nobody saying come here, like come sit with me, let it out, say what you. I didn't have that support, that mental support. So like coming up out of that, I mean, of course it was God and prayer, but a lot of people don't believe in God. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't pray for whatever reason. They probably feel like they're not in the headspace to whatever, they own personal reasons, right? So I wanted to create like an outlet, where people feel safe to express what they feel. Like I got something with live conversations to where you can just express what you feel via DM. You don't gotta say nothing like under the comments, none of that. It's times people don't show up for these. We have them in person. All right, so I'm speaking too fast. We started it on Instagram. It was an Instagram live segment, like to where I go on live, talk mental health. I have guests come on, speak. Whoever don't want to come on, y'all can go in the comments. I even had it to where like anonymously you can comment, like, you know what I mean? Say what you're going through if you just want to let it out. Sometimes I ask for your consent to respond. Like, can I say something back to this? If not, it's cool, because the reality is I just want y'all to have the floor. I didn't have the floor. Like, I'm talking about like times where I wanted to express myself. It came off as disrespect because I was just a kid. Like I it's so much, bro. Like I lost my mom when I was a baby, bro. So like coming up, it was like I wanted to express certain things to adults, and they used to be like, you can't say that. That person's older than you. You can't do that. You can't express that. It was minor stuff, but it would come off as disrespect because I was frustrated. So I'm saying all that to say I wanted to create like a platform where people can let out their frustration, let out their trauma, let out their hardships, heartbreaks, whatever. If you're going through a breakup, whatever, this is a safe place. I didn't have that. They say if you want something, create it, right? If you want something you never had, want something you never saw, create it. So inshallah, we doing God's work by just like creating this platform. But that's how it came about though. Myself going through this and dealing with this and wanting that. Like, what was it that you needed when you was going through something, when you was battling depression? I wanted that outlet. Like, I ain't want to go to therapy. I ain't want to pay for therapy. I ain't want my dad to cash out insurance, whatever. I just wanted to know, like, yo, this is a safe space to let it out. Like, we got bashed for, like, expressing our, our hardships, our heartbreak. So it's love on this end. Live conversations with Lena, though.
So I really respect the intentionality that you do things with and the thought that helps you bring things together. Mm-hmm. Like, I can see that clearly. So we're going to get more into the depths of your story a little later, but right now I want to give the audience a chance to get to know you a little bit better through some more lighthearted things. We want to start with pop culture with the culture.
Okay.
Right? And so the point of this segment is to allow the audience to get to know you a little bit through how you will respond to different pop culture conversations. Okay. You feel me? Okay. So the first one is, have you seen the morning routine with Aaron Hall when he gets up at 4 a.m.?
No.
Okay, so basically it's a TikToker, and he's trying to give people the blueprint to success, by saying like, first I get up at 4 a.m., I do this, I go to the gym, I do this, all this. Before 7 a.m. I've already accomplished all these things, right? one, I want to know how you feel about that, and two, I want to know, do you have a morning routine or any routine that you stick to increase your productivity?
Wait, what was the first question? The one was what?
How do you feel about?
Oh, how do I feel about bro getting up? Yeah. I don't know. Like I'm a hard. You can show me it. I just don't never believe none of this stuff on the internet. Like, you know what I mean? He pre-recorded this and all that, and just put the times on here, bro.
In the pool by 5:05 and out by 5:07.
Yeah, and you know what's the saddest part? The saddest part about this, y'all, is that it's probably true, but it's just so hard to believe with these phones and this time that we in. I just, it's hard for me to believe. Not saying y'all probably believe, but I just look cat. Like it looked like he recorded that last night. And shout out, bro, though. Like, if this is really true, like, thank you for your hard work. But, like, bro,
you're inspiring many.
Yeah, he pre-recorded that and just gave y'all that on a scheduled the post tip. And y'all was like, yo, he really on that. Like,
right.
But
made his followers go crazy and the whole
that's
thing.
crazy.
Right.
90% of the internet is cat.
So do you have a routine that you follow? Anything that you feel like help get you in the zone, boost your?
I'm gonna keep it real. Not really. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get up, take my son to school, go to the gym, and it's crazy. Ramadan just literally just ended, and my routine was totally different. And I'm saying all that. That's why I said it's possible, because we was getting up 4 a.m, you know, executing like partial of the day, like before 7 a.m. That's a possible thing. Like, you can really get up and do that depending on. But for me, I don't know. Because I have my days. Everything ain't the same for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get up 7 some days. Some days I'm getting up 9, 10, depending on what the day looking like. So, like, I don't know. My overall routine is just get it done regardless of the time. Like, I don't know. Like, if I got something I need to get done or something that I have scheduled, as long as I get it done before the 24 up. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that was all I was telling sis, don't beat herself up, because it's like, as long as you get it done before the time frame up, you rolling. But, oh, yeah, my routine is just get it done every day, whatever it is.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. Being that, you know, you started School of the Gifted.
JJ, like me and the whole
y'all
family.
started School of the Gifted,
Yeah.
but I ain't even want to say but. Y'all started it together. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about I don't know if you've seen Kai Cenat move all his people into a house.
I love Kai Cenat, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
I love him. My fault. You can finish, guys. How I feel about it.
That was the question, though.
First of all, I love him. And that's the point. That's the purpose of just unity. Like, not just the school, but, like, so the school, I want everybody to understand, like, what we have represent what I want everything to look like. Like, you know what I mean? For everything that I do, this is just what I want the world to look like. It ain't my I don't get to make all the decisions, but I'm just saying in perspective, this is just what I want it to look like. Like, if I'm right or if I'm wrong. But unity, you see what happens when we unify, like when we get together, and you got like the keys. I saw that part. I said, yes, that's me, Net, Will, D, Bob. I already said it when I saw. I feel that. I can relate to that. Like, you know what I mean? That's the school in a nutshell. That's how you get it done, man. I just want to make sure the camp straight. I ain't gonna lie. I love everything about that. I love cussing that, man. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, so this is the last one, and then so Billboard just put out the all-time list of best female rappers. Have you seen the list?
Then what list? Because I think I saw one like a couple months back. Are we talking about that list?
Did they just put it out today?
I didn't see it. They just put it out today. I ain't see it. No.
They just put it out today. On the list, number 1 is Nicki. Number 2 is Missy. Okay. Number 3 is Lauryn Hill. Number 4 is Lil Kim. Who was 5?
MC Light, I think.
MC Light. Okay. How you feel about that list?
First of all, I love the lineup. Like when I think about lists, I don't think about it in order. Okay. Was it in order?
That was in order.
Yeah, that's mean.
Exactly.
Right. But you know what though? This every time I look at lists, I be like, this not in order, right? Like that's my first question. Like, is this in order?
Nicki was number 1.
Nicki over Lauryn Hill? Is this in order?
You see what we saying? Like, what we
saying?
Or is this in disrespect?
Is this in disrespect? Right, y'all trying to go viral, like.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting at with, bro. The internet, 90% of it is fake. It's no way Nicki go 1 and Lauryn Hill go, but it's somebody that begs to differ. Like, I disagree. All right, well.
Wait, so you feel like longevity has nothing to do with being on like the greatest female list? Like, I like Lauren Air, but Nicki won. I get because like a 20-year career means something.
It depends what the list was based off of. Like, what
they
we
have a basis
doing?
for the
And
list?
the demographic.
Oh yeah, Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
All the time. I don't care about no wave. I don't care about no, oh, you just had this moment. And I love Nicki. Like, I love Nicki, but it's just like, to put her over Lauren Hill is like, are you cool? Is everything right up top?
Yeah, and who made the list? Because I feel like the demographic of
it
who
really
was voting
matters.
matters. Because if it was somebody younger, you know,
It
Gen
matters.
Z, somebody
There we
born
go. I like that.
2005
I like
and
that.
after,
I like
'cause,
that.
like their votes are valuable. Like they matter.
I like that
they're
because you
adults.
could even say MC Light. You could say Lauren Hill, MC Light, then Nicki, depending on who made the
I
list.
love
the influence
MC Light,
first.
but it
Come on
depends
now.
on who you. It depends on who your influences were as well. Which everybody on that list, Nicki was influenced by. That's
Yeah.
a fact because she's quoted that before. Like she said that before. But it depends on who you listen to growing up. Like my household played Salt and Pepper and played Missy Elliott
Here we
and
go.
MC Light. Like I love those people. They should have put me on the team to make a vote. Honestly.
But that's why I don't listen stuff. Like, I don't know. That's not my
Lena, what
what I
make Lauren Hill number one in your opinion?
Lauren Hill.
Exactly.
I need you to
Come on,
expand
man.
though,
Exactly.
because some
Baby.
people might not have listened to Lauren Hill. Some people might been born in the millennial era where they listened to Nicki Minaj and didn't really tap into Lauren Hill.
I understand. And that's why I said it really depends on who. Like, it really matter. But, like, all right, so now that she's on the list, go and do your homework and then remake the list. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, remake the list. Make it over. Go tap into Lauren Hill. All right, I get it. You don't know about her. You put her there for your own personal reasons. Backtrack. Go back. Play the album, the only album she ever released. Play her featured, anything she had. Anything. It don't matter. You could play one thing. Play X Factor. For the person who made the list, which camera am I looking at? Which camera am I looking at? For the person who made the list, for the person who made that list, go back, play X Factor, and then redo the list.
I'm saying.
I'm wrapped up.
Because even if you knew the backstory behind that song, it's
Come
just
on.
like, it's amazing. She was having an affair with the drummer,
Yo,
also
all right,
having
get out
an
her
affair
business,
with
get out her
Wyclef
business.
Jean,
Get out her
and
business.
pregnant by another
Why
man.
is you doing
when
that?
she made X Factor.
She doing that.
No, because she literally, Lauryn Hill literally poured her soul out on
it's
that
different.
song.
Still to this day, they
this
don't
day,
give her flowers.
I listened to that song when I was 9 years old, and you'd have thought I had the deepest heartbreak of my life. Well, I kind of did, trauma related. But now, as a woman, like as a woman of my own, I listen to that song, and it's just like I wish I could have been a fly on the wall because she, like, it's timeless. In short, it's timeless.
My fault, yo. I just want to say this. I want music back at that. Like we got members. Shout out to the school, man. We got members that give you that feel. But like I'm talking about being a kid. That's why I don't have no sympathy for like or who made the list. Oh, listen, they were creating music that had us like crying and we didn't even know what they were talking about. That's art.
That's fine.
That's different.
Yep.
Nowadays it's like never mind. I don't want to get into it. But yeah, bring that back.
All right, my last question on this. So if Cardi don't make another album and her only body work is Invasion of Privacy, where would you rank her then?
Me?
Somewhere around 10.
Cardi. No, I like Cardi, but I can't get into it. I can't listen to it. I wouldn't rank it nowhere. Don't ask me. Ask JJ.
This I wouldn't rank it nowhere.
No, I don't know. I love Cardi. I love Cardi. I love her whole personality. I love what she stands for. I love that she speak out when people don't speak out. But the album, it won't go in my top nothing. Okay. Sorry, Cardi.
I agree. I'm
She's a wonderful entertainer.
At least, as an entertainer.
Yeah.
But when you get into the music, when you get into and the
music
fact
for
to
me.
be like compared to somebody like Lauryn Hill or Missy Elliott,
It ain't going nowhere.
It's like,
I'm not
come
putting
on,
it
no,
I
nowhere.
think Cardi also has a beautiful
not
way
in the
of
same-
making people's vision come to life, like for whoever writes for her or styles her, anything like that.
Right.
Where I think the difference between the other artists is they are an embodiment of the art that they create. So it's this little difference, like both beautiful things, but just different.
I feel that.
I'm cool.
But getting into the next section. Before we get into the next section, you know, we had our first emergence. Shout out to everybody behind the board. Shout out to Jay Duce, DJ Bounce, Sin the Goddess, Monty, Is Faith, and that special guest today. You're gonna get a chance to answer all these questions yourself. Actually, different questions, but you know, you're going. I seen you want to say things. You're gonna get a chance to say all the things. You see what I'm saying? But Blondie, yeah, you can get into the next section.
Okay, this is gonna be like a rapid fire, facts or cap.
Oh man,
type of question. Okay, we're gonna start off slow. All right. If someone snakes you, is the relationship over?
It's 100% over.
Over?
Oh, yes, it's over 100%.
I agree. You always have to hold down your day ones.
Varies.
I agree. Your aura plays a role in your popularity as an artist.
I disagree.
Disagree? Can you gotta explain
all this stuff, Cat? Like, I can know the real you, and the world can love you for who they think you are. I know who you are. F ya. Can we curse on her? Yeah. F ya. I'm gonna just say F ya. Yeah. It's a lot of popular clowns. All right, so that's why I just disagree with that.
But hold on. So you don't think that like the perceived aura plays a role into like somebody's popularity as an artist? Like whether it's real or not, like
I mean, instance,
yeah,
like,
but I'm saying that's what it is.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Not what people getting from it, because if that was the case, ding, ding, ding. I'm saying like realistically, we're talking about for real. But what are you asking me? Like your real aura or the one everybody see?
I guess it's open for interpretation.
Okay, well, I mean, overall, yeah, just no. I just disagree with it. I feel like,
and it's just a question of does how people perceive you play a role in your popularity, and like obviously, yeah, it has to be your real aura. Otherwise, it's not a good
obviously
question.
It's biased.
And like you said, just on the other end, like you cannot really care for someone's aura, but like their music. Let's go back to Nicki Minaj, for example. Does she ruffle a lot of feathers? She rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
100%.
But her music is good.
It's really perception, because I think for me, on the outside looking in, I'm always the person that want to dig deeper into the artist before I even realize if I like him or not. Like J. Cole, I love him for reasons outside of music, and they be like, "You're tripping. He's not top 5." Aura-wise, he is.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean? And so far, so good. Because I don't know everything, but so far, so good, he got me. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not just music, so I don't know.
I would agree. All right, we want to do one more. You think drugs help you make better music? Not you specifically, but artists like that. Mm-hmm. Like, drug culture is a thing, so what's your stance?
Yo, y'all would really have to ask artists that do drugs. I never did a drug to create a record in my life. I never lean to nothing. This is all sober, heartbreak. I probably got my heart broke a couple times to make bangers. I probably was saddest ever if that's a drug, if depression is a drug. But like, I didn't ever like, yo, let's go to the studio and do nothing. Never did anything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nothing.
That's very commendable.
Nothing.
Honestly,
I don't smoke weed. Nothing.
So when you in the studio,
sober,
and all the artists,
water,
you never even
water.
No, that's thorough though. So do you think that, or have you been around anybody where you say like drugs help you make better music, or are you always a proponent for like you make better music sober? Like you would?
No, it's to each his own.
Okay.
I mean, whatever works for you guys. Like, cause I know, like Lil Wayne, I love Wayne. Like he's top 5 to me. Like I love everything about Wayne, aura and music. Since we on the topic. But I feel like he said what he said. Like, he needed drugs at some point to create. And I ain't knocking it. If you need, take more, Wayne. I'm not going to lie. Just don't OD. No, don't OD. We need that. Wayne hot. We need that. Take what you need and go. Like, you know what I mean? But for me, I mean, me personally, and probably like for Nep, yo, just prime example. Deeks just stopped smoking. Like, I don't know how many months Twin is in sober. I would probably have to say like 8 months probably. And I'm probably ODing. 8 months, I think he's sober, and I watched him write great verses sober. Versus he wrote great verses fried too. Like it sounds like he can't do anything without getting fried. Like I gotta go to the studio. All right, we writing this verse. All right, I gotta get fried real quick. It's just they both the same. I can't really tell the difference. He's still snapping, so it's really like a mind thing, I think. But to each his own too. I don't know.
Okay. Well, We appreciate you for doing that little icebreaker, giving the audience a chance
fun.
to get to know you through the joint. But now we're gonna really get into the story a little bit, right? So can you tell us, who Lena L is, where you from, and how you came into your own as a person?
I'm still growing, first and foremost. Hi, I'm Lena, man. I don't know. The School of the Gifted, North Philadelphia. I say North Philadelphia because I was from multiple parts of North because of my family. My dad from 24th and College Wall. My aunt lived on 29th and Jefferson, where I actually grew up at. And then we moved to 17th and Susquehanna, so I grew up there too. So just North Side when you talk about me. But, dang, man, God's still working on me, but we figuring it out, man. Lost my mom super, super, super young, so my upbringing was I'm not going to say horrible, but I was misunderstood a little bit. You know what I mean? Getting in trouble in school. I went to every disciplinary school you can name, but I graduated on honors, so it's there's some motivation for y'all, right? The motivation, man, the gift, the voice for the voiceless, mental health advocate, bro. I'm everything in one. I wear all hats. The kid with the gift. I don't know, JJ. I don't know, y'all. Everything God want me to be.
How did you gain your resilience? So, where did that influence come from? You think it came over time, or was it, being in the different disciplinary schools? Was there someone in particular that stands out that you feel had a hand?
Okay.
Today?
Morals wise, first and foremost, shout out to my dad. My dad stepped in off the rip. Ain't even question, ain't hesitate, nothing. I was raised by my pop, but I was raised by my Aunt Jackie. I all the mother figures. My Aunt Jackie, man, she taught me morals, integrity. Don't go outside with your clothes wrinkled. Make sure you look good, even if you walk into the store. Don't let nobody change your mind about nothing. If your mind is made up, don't let nobody play with you. But also treat people with respect. You get respect, you get it back. But I can honestly say, growing, I still was troubled, right? I didn't meet. Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my teachers tried to I don't know, mold me a little bit, school me, literally, really try to, this outside of work, school work, this they know I got the potential to be great, and they knew that, they knew it, so they was just, they project every day with but I wasn't getting it. It will really take a certain person, man. I'm saying this on camera because this is my baby. Shout out to Miss Jordan. This was my art teacher, bro. I went to my last, all right, so this was an alternative school, because if I didn't go here, I wasn't gonna graduate on time, right? I was so bad. I was getting out of grad. They sent me to Boone because they said I skipped too many classes in grad. So I went to Boone. From Boone, I went to Camelot, which is an alternative school. This is where I met Miss Jordan at, bro. She was one of the people that she never tried to change me. She just gave me perspectives. I would do it this way, right? So she showed me or helped me see life just a little different, in perspective. I come to school, she'll be like, how you feeling? I say it. She'll be like, why you feeling that way? I don't know, she helped me express my feelings a little better without her even knowing, just by her just caring, genuinely caring. She didn't judge me. If I was having a bad day, she let me have a bad day, and she talk to me when you calm down, patient with me, you know what I mean? A lot of people that was trying to help me was kind of impatient with me, or they felt it got to be this way I help you or no way, you know what I mean? They wasn't letting me be my full self. Miss Jordan, man, she played a big part of my creativity, expressing myself, the way I write, be honest with yourself, you know what I mean? Know what you want, go after it, be honest with yourself, and just kill them. And she believed in me, you know what I mean? She helped me get back on honors, man. I was feeling like crazy. I graduated on honors. This was 11th grade, though. By the time I got to 12, I graduated on honors, man. I was on honor roll from kindergarten to 3rd, 4th grade. Then from 4th grade, everything just went downhill, and I got back on track, graduated. So I don't even know what I just said all this for, but you can really be whoever you want to be. I ain't gonna lie. I think I said it because of that.
No, that's okay.
You can be whoever you want to be, man.
On that same tip, though, I heard you talk a lot about, emotional maturity and how that was key to growing throughout. As an artist, but also as a person, what do you think is a key to expressing your emotions?
Honesty. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when people used to ask me what was wrong with me, when I was troubled, I didn't know because I wasn't being honest. You know what I mean? As I grew older, I was like, you know what? All right, childhood trauma. Okay, it was a little missing void I was trying to fill. Why do you get close to, elderly women so much? You know what I mean? Why are you so close with your teacher? Oh, because you looking for that void to fill with your mom. Oh, you know what I mean? It's just growth. Just let yourself grow. Yourself will tell you what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? But this is just for the kids. It's okay to not know what's wrong with you. You know, that's normal. Like, they beat you up for that. They will beat me up for that. What is wrong? My dad's like, what do I need to do? And it's like, I can't give you the answer for that just yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why as soon as I reinstate you, I leave to go to work and you get suspended 5 minutes after I leave to go to work and I got to leave work again. What is wrong? I can't give you that answer just yet, but now I'm here right now, Lena L, older, I could give you that answer. You know what I mean? Like, be patient with your kids, man. Be patient with your children. And let them express what they feel honestly. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So this is a little off the script, but this is a conversation that we've had amongst the winners culture many times. And off of what you just said, I'm interested on how you would answer this question. Fact or cat is necessary to beat your kids?
Well, I have a son.
Okay.
And I learned that putting your hands on them or abusing your kids is just not the answer. Like, you know what I mean? I honestly think the answer is getting an answer from them. Like, take your time. I just said be patient. Like, all right, so look, you act up, you do this one thing, whatever. All right, you know our favorite line, we from Philly, what's wrong with you? Like, type tip you on. Like, you good? Like, you feel me? But the reality is, ask them that as much as possible before you even go to, you know, put your hands on them. I mean, it depends, too, because I grew up getting beatings. It's different now, though. Like, I feel like that's our problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they be like, yeah, you tripping. My mom used to beat me. Okay, that's why how you are. You feel me? Like, that's why you act the way you act. I don't want to put, not even just my son, just my younger, whoever, my nieces, nephew. I don't want to put them through what I went through as a kid. Like, it was like, I couldn't even fully express myself because I thought I was going to get a beating. I don't want that for my young boy. Like, I want you to say exactly what it is you feeling and understand it's okay. It's okay. Honestly express what you feel and we can go from there. Like, something about you put fear in them and they lying to you and they gonna find it somewhere else. Y'all gotta understand, like, if y'all don't let these children be who they want to be to you, for you, they're gonna go be it to somebody else and they're gonna resent you. They kind of gonna hate you and they gonna tell this person that they met, this mentor, advocate, whoever it is, they teacher, that they hate you. So and I'm from perspective. This was me. Like, I don't really like my whoever in the household because they ain't give me that floor or that outlet to be myself. Like, I kind of like my teacher better than you, aunt such and such, or you know what I mean. But that just came from, all right, this person is patient with me. My teacher don't put their hands on me. You know what I mean? So no, I don't agree with. And I'm not saying I never did it. Like, I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with putting your hands on your kids.
I appreciate that answer. All right, so back to what was going on.
Let's ball.
How did you get into the music? Tell us about how you got into the music.
My dad was a super music head. Like, we would ride around in the car. Shout out to my dad, man. He really introduced me to good music. Lauryn Hill, Biggie,
what's good music? What's good?
Tupac. I'm saying it, JJ. You following me? Follow me on all social media platforms, JJ. I'm giving it up. Like, but no, for real. Like, he used to be playing around. Like, what you know about this? But it used to be a bop. I used to be like, no, this a bop. Like, Reasonable Doubt and all. Like, I'm young. I'm talking about young. Like, Q-Tip. Biggie Smalls. Like, all like. And then he never, like, for the most part, though, I'm not gonna lie, my pop, it was a lot of rap. But then I go to Aunt Jackie house and it's Anita Baker. It's like, you know what I mean? Now I'm getting soul. Now I'm getting whoa. We watching the Temptations. This is stuff we on. Like, I love the Temptations. Every time I come over, Aunt Jackie, can we watch the Temptations? Now I'm studying. Now I'm watching them in the studio. I'm like, that's hard. Like, I grew up on the music culture. Like, my family loved music. This how my aunt clean up. This how my cousins clean in the crib when I'm coming in from school. It's just music everywhere. My cousin Ashia, shout out to she one of my favorite cousins. She put me on Escape, Understanding. She lied and said she wrote that joint. I'll never forget. She out of pocket. Y'all got it. I'm giving her this clip. Ashia, you out of pocket. She used to be like, I wrote this. I was like, how? You feel me? So during those times, I was like, wait, you can actually write this type of stuff? Like, you living with me? We in the same crib on 29th Street. How you wrote this? Ashia used to be crazy, though. She used to be saying crazy stuff like, I just talked to the president. They said the world going to end tomorrow. I used to be like, and I used to believe everything she say. She couldn't do no wrong in my eyes. She was one of my favorites. I used to be like, But yeah, like, just, I was brought up around music, You heard me? Like I knew I wanted to be a part of music before I even knew. All right, so then fast forward, my brother Isaiah, he used to come in with like little mixtapes he actually made. It's tape, cassette. Like, I'm talking about, he had the karaoke machine. You put the tape in there and you could play it back, and you could press record on the mic and rap with it and play it back and hear you sing with it. Am I capping? This was our little karaoke machine. So then, man, that everything that he had on there was like underground rap. His friends, and then he introduced me to Headshot. It was like mixtapes, but it was blended. Like Bob used to make tapes where it was like them, it was like Hattie in them, then a little mixture of like Freeway in them, like State Property, and all. It just used to be mixed. Like, so he gonna sneak a little Joey Jihad song, Meek Mill song in there, telling y'all like, no, this Best of Me, Maya and Jay-Z and all that. So you listening to all that, and that was a mixture of everything. And I used to be like, dang, like I want to write one. Like I want to write one. Yeah. Finally wrote one, and it was up since then. It's crazy.
Damn. So who would you say your early Philly influences in music is? Like
the Headshot era. Okay. You know,
who's your
like
favorite?
rap. Hattie was really my favorite. Hattie was my favorite. Quilly was my favorite at one point. These people are still they're great. They're
still
great.
A Quilly fan to this day?
I love Quilly's delivery of his raps, his music. No, honestly, and I'm only saying that because I see where you're going at with it.
He's a rage baiter.
No, what I'm trying to say is, you cannot take that from him. Like, you know what I mean? I want to pay attention to my words when I say it, because what I'm trying to say is, earlier in the conversation we had a discussion about aura and popularity and how certain people behaviors or whatever the case is can probably take away from you actually loving them or them being like a certain type of popular coming up in certain conversation. But I do still feel like no matter what, Quilly should come up in these conversations when you're talking about rap. Like, he can rap his butt off. Nobody's talking about that because y'all talking about that. But I get it. That's why that question was just so crazy, because it's like, do we talk about that? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not taking out. Look, between me and y'all, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm saying, do we talk about that other thing that everybody else talking about? I just got here. I literally, did we not just walk in here? I don't even know what's going on. I'm saying, rapping wise, y'all can't stand it with bro bar for bar. That's all I'm gonna say. Whatever. He hot. And listen, look, you want to come through North, you gotta pay the. I had to top that if I wanted to start rapping. Pay a toll, top class, couldn't pay tuition. I'm about to give him 6 shots, give him shit. Got school to the game. They should have. If you're not rapping like that, and granted, we got Had, we got H, we got Reed, but like I feel like at that time it was, for me, and this just perception, perspective. For me, that verse when he just bust out the word top class, what? I was like, all right, yeah, let's get it. I'm gonna go write one, and I really went and wrote a rap, and that was my first rap, and I never stopped writing a rap since. Tay Collins give out. Shout out Tay Collins, man. That's my cousin. School.
Okay, so you start rapping. You know, you do headshots, right? What do you feel like was a struggle or your biggest struggle in your career to this point?
See, then I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all. I think it was my parents. Like then, now they don't care, but then I feel like they was just like, she hot, but. Like, you know, like she ain't Nicki. She ain't, what we gonna do with her? Like image wise, like it's like she hot, but she probably gonna have to. And then a couple years later, you got such and such busting out the woodworks and really going up, and now it's like, oh, my fault. But when I was on it, it was like it was a struggle for me. But now it's easy for everybody to come out and be themselves and really go up off of doing this. So I think that was one of my biggest struggles, and for myself, like I was going through like identity crisis and stuff, trying to just figure out who I was. I was even like trying to appeal to, you know, the people that would say, no, she need to switch it up. All right, put makeup on her, I will. I didn't want to. Put a weave in my hair, all right, I will. I didn't want to, but I was like, this is what y'all want me to do for y'all to really tap in and pay attention. Is this the thing that's making y'all shy away from the fact that I'm really hot? So what I gotta do? At some point, it really was. I'll do whatever I need to do for y'all to just listen to the music. Now it's like, I mean, if you know, you know. Like, for real. Like, it's like, come on, man, it's us. I know exactly who I am. I'm cool with it. For those who know, y'all know. If y'all want to tune in, I ain't begging nobody to listen to it. You feel me? But, yeah, that was the struggle, though. For me, I think.
That's beautiful. You think that that level of comfortability that you have now, did it help you with, like, gaining a stage presence? Or, because you went from writing, and we didn't get into the transition of like how you got to performing. Because writing is one thing, but where'd that push come from to like put it out there for other people to see?
Now when you say performing, do you mean like performing on stage or just like delivering, period?
Yeah, anyone outside yourself. Like, this is my artwork. Like, I'm gonna showcase it to somebody.
Showcasing
Like,
it.
I want the world to see this, hear this.
Where did I get the confidence from? Just knowing, like, yo, all right, so, like, I used to be, like, I had my favorites, right? And I used to be like, my joint kind of sound like theirs. Like, I know that I'm hot. Like, I used to beg my folks, yo, tell Bob to come to Susquehanna, please. Like, I just want to rap for him one time, and I'm just going to get on the DVD. I was super young. It's like, oh, he's not going to, but I used to watch the DVDs. It was people on there that was corny. And I was like, yo, listen, I don't care how they got on there. I know that I'm hotter than them if he just listened to me. I never got on the Headshot DVD, and it's crazy, full circle moment. That's one of my closest friends, and I could host the Headshot DVD if he decide he want to put another one out. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just, the confidence I got in it was just knowing that I was as hot as the people that I thought was hot, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could go Quilly. Me and Quilly could go right here and just give him bar. That's how I felt at the time. We could go bar for bar. Me and H can go bar for bar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Reed not hotter than me. I was on that. Like, nobody hotter than me.
You still feel like that now?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody's hotter than me.
I mean, it is what it is. I feel like that's how you.
JJ, I be trying to be humble. I be like, nah. Nobody's hot. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I'm trying to think about it.
I really don't know.
Yeah, outside of the school, I really don't have I don't want to talk. Outside of the school, nobody's hotter than us. I don't want to talk to y'all. And I got some favorites, though, outside of the school, but love is love. Y'all not hotter than me. Name whoever y'all not hotter than me. I love y'all, though.
Damn. We had, y'all.
Not hotter than me. Sorry, no, I'm playing.
I was about to say D West. Like, he was West 5'9". He was.
Yeah, he fired.
Yeah,
he fired.
He was up on Billboard the other day. I asked him the same question, like, who hotter than you?
It be like that.
Same answer. So y'all got the right mentality.
Be like
going
that
on in school.
So in
It
the
be like that.
like in the school though, is it friendly comp though? Like when y'all all in the studio, like are y'all trying to outbar each other? Like what it's like in the sessions?
Nep just outside of the sessions, just knowing what your classmate got going on. Like even when I was introduced to Nep, and I'm not even just saying this because she was right here. I say this without her being right here. Like when I heard her, I'm like, oh no, bro. And to be honest, like my first time really hearing Nep, I watched her live. We was at the Poetry Summit, John. What was it? Like last April or something like that. And I was like, she got it. Performance-wise, I could tell she know who she is. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love to see it. Like, and what they say, man, I don't know. Like, I just feel like when I see people like that, like that's true about their art and all that, join forces. They can't tell us all no. Because you remind me of, like, me. Like, I know you trying to get it. I know you trying to win. They probably be trying to say no a little bit sometimes. What's going to happen if we all flames and we just kick the door down? Then what? What they going to say? No, y'all. All right, let her in. All right, closing, that's fine as long as one of us in there. Or we ain't trying to hear none of that. We just going to kick the door down. Now, this our door. This our room now. Now what? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like we deserve that. Like, great artists deserve, like, their time. You know what I mean?
Do you feel that momentum in the city? Like, do you feel like people is catching on to y'all individually or as a collective?
I do. I feel like a lot of people are inspired by the school too. Like, and it's not for nothing. I watch a couple people like unify. I watch people like unite. Like, you know what I mean? Make it a thing. And it's like, I like that for y'all. I like that y'all get inspired by the School of the Gifted. Like, honestly, truly, it's like I want that. Like I said earlier in the conversation, like, do what you want more of. Like, create what you want more of. This was the goal. If the whole city be like, yeah, come on, yeah, let's unify like them, we already won. Right? Yeah. I mean, it might not be the school, but as long as you unify,
all right, this the last school topic, and then we're gonna move on a little bit. But in the school, you ever made a song with somebody or went, verse for verse with somebody and you felt like y'all really elevated each other, like on a specific song?
I swear to God, yes. The whole project, Scholasticism. Okay. Shout out Deep Westside, man. Shout out my twin, man. Shout out my brother. Well, we released a joint project, collaborative project, EP, last October, wasn't that? October. I feel like he came trim, like on the rapping tip. Cause twin, he be writing records, and he be like singing. Like one of his biggest records is Temporary Karma, where he like singing, really, like really creating. But who said he can't rap? And I feel like he came trim, like, and I feel like I had a lot to do with that. Like, or I'm gonna do a project with BR. Come on, let's go. We rap, and he did great. Like, you feel me? That's one of my favorite projects ever. Shout out to him.
Thorough. Okay, so you told us about your your biggest struggle as an artist? What do you think your biggest breakthrough as an artist has been to this point?
Be in depression. I don't care what nobody say. And that's personal. Like, you feel me? Like you said, like, I can come in the room and light it up. That wasn't always me. I come in the room and dim it up. Like, you feel me? Like, honestly, like, what's her deal? Like, you feel me? And I was just going through personal stuff with myself. So it felt good to, like, be able to walk into a room and be my, like, honest, free and lit up self. And it's not cap. I'm not doing this so people can like me. Like, oh, I like this little thing she got going on. Or people to like my aura. This is really me. Like, and it was always me, but I couldn't navigate. I couldn't express it dealing with what I was dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So just even coming out, and it's not for nothing. Like, I still fall short sometimes. I still, you know what I mean? But I think the best thing I ever did was get up out of that. So that's yeah.
No, we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you, telling your story. I think that a lot of people going to learn from this. A lot of people already are inspired by what you're doing and by what y'all doing as a collective.
I like how you say y'all.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, like when I first heard of the school, and I asked, a lot of people told me like, yeah, that's the kid with the gift. I think that's what they was calling you. I don't even think I knew your name at first. I think it was Amani from Pish Posh. At first, like,
that's
this who
right
you need.
there.
This who y'all need to get with. And then, just as I kept moving around, if you move around enough, you gonna hear what's in the air.
Yeah.
And that's what I kept hearing. And I was hearing that you was the person that started. But for you to, put out there that it's a y'all thing, I think is a big, clarification. And it speaks a lot to who y'all are, together. I see y'all a lot together. I've seen y'all a lot together. And I've seen y'all, Mir was up here. Shout out to him and everything.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, he got
my
going
street
on.
right here.
Right.
Right here.
And it's been different people, but the energy been singular, and for that to even be a platform or have a space to exist is important. And I think that you doubling down on that, like you said, if the whole Philly unite, we win. Like, that's the truth of the matter. All right, so our last section is our mindset section,
Okay.
where we ask you, mindset questions, things that like you would know as an artist, as a person, that's you would have your own unique perspective on. You feel what I'm saying? So the first one is what do you feel like is something that the music industry won't tell you, and something unique about Philadelphia's music scene? Like, cause
we started it. If it wasn't for us, then it wouldn't be no rap scene for real, for real.
It was us.
Philadelphia, I'm talking about. You said something that the music industry would hide, right? About Philly, right? Yeah, that we started it. That we the culture, for real. Like, rapping wise, music wise, kinda though. Like, man, I'm telling you, people come here and get the sauce from Philly and then go take it wherever. It's big names that's watching us, the school page, and be like, and go and copy the bip, like. And they'll get the most credit for it because they're the industry, or they got more followers or more audience for their aura or whatever. But I'm telling you, bro, it's us. I'm telling you, we the blueprint. We the culture for a lot of cultures, and they don't give us that. I like NY too, but like anybody that know music, that know rap, will tell you like who really the the blueprint of it.
How have you been able to find success in Philly? A lot of people would say that you've been a successful artist in Philly. A lot of people can't say that. How have you been able to find success in Philly?
I think just stick to what I like. Not even just stick to what I know, but just stick to what I'm true to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of artists that are successful or that are known for being successful in our city stuck to what they was true to. Like, shout out Uzi. I like Uzi a lot, only because like he was true to himself. Like, you know what I mean? Out of here. Like, you know what I mean? As long as you stick to like, your true self. Like, JJ, I don't have all the answers. I wish I did.
Would you consider that to be like the best and the hardest part about being an artist in Philly? The fact that like so many people are influenced by us, but we don't get as much recognition. Because that's a good thing in a lot of ways, because we know.
Yeah.
But it's hard also because
it's definitely a gift and a curse. Like, it's a gift and a curse. That's why you just gotta just dream big, stick to your goals, and execute them. Get the F out of here. Cause it for real, yo, like it's no way people see it or believe in it probably more than us. Like how, bro? Like you need to go see it how they see it so you can get and that's the real like moral of the school. Like when it's all said and done, like these are artists that we getting up out of here regardless. I could show y'all better than I could tell y'all. Because all we do is get distracted. It's all this stuff going on in the city. Most people get distracted on drugs, with girls, whoever, whatever it is. But yo, just stay locked in and see what these people see, because they really scared of us. They really petrified of us. Like I'm talking about, don't want us to get there because they like, yo, they almost about to come here. Yeah, bro, it's us. Like I'm telling you, we all superstars, man. You gotta live in it. That's all. Walk in your path.
I ain't gonna lie, the talent level in Philly right now is maybe the highest that I've seen it. Even, with Reed and Hattie and Quilly, that time I thought the talent level was really high too.
Yeah.
And I thought like I couldn't understand why it hadn't broken through to the level, especially at that time, because nobody was rapping like them. And still to this day, nobody really rapping like them.
Tight.
You see what I'm saying? But like right now, I think is the highest equivalence to that with people like you and Nep and Mir and Tor and Core and it's so many different type of artists too. Bringing different things to the stage. But when it's Philly time, for sure, the door gonna get.
Yeah, we gonna kick it down.
For sure.
We create the time. Like, you know what I mean? Whenever I feel like getting up and really putting my foot on y'all neck till y'all can't breathe, that's when it's gonna happen. You create your world, bro. Like, go crazy. Don't play with that. Like, you got people like Will Smith who just said what he wanted to do and did it. Kanye West said what he wanted to do and did it. You can play with this stuff if you want. Be great. Like, don't be good. Please don't be good. Just be super great. Be gifted. For real.
All right, so as we wrap this up, do you have any advice for any young artists that's trying to make it, or anybody trying to make it through a tough time mentally?
I always say pray through it. I always say pray through it, grow through it. But everybody don't pray. Like, man, I just want to encourage you to try to pray. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you believe in, whoever it is you believe in, meditate then. You don't want to pray, meditate, man. Relax your mind, because all that stuff just really be in your mind is not real. You're not really going through a hard, like, the time not as hard as you think is what I'm saying. Like, when you get through all that stuff, you're going to see, like, I was bugging. We all really just be bugging. So just take your time, take a deep breath. You good, little bro. You good, little sis. Keep going. Never forget what you want. Go after it. It's all right. Simple math. We make life hard. Life easy. We make it hard.
And our last question, right? If you could send a message to your younger self, what would it be?
You good, little sis. You are. Your life is not that hard. You're making it hard. You're all in your head. As a kid, though, we don't understand that. And it's just, give yourself time to grow. You'll see. That's all I got to say to my younger self. Give yourself a little more time to grow. Don't die just yet. Hold on. Stay for the growth. And you're going to see it wasn't so bad after all. You're going to see God had your back the whole time. Your support system was real this whole time. It wasn't capped. All the lies that you fed yourself it wasn't real. You good. You in God's hands. You are.
Well, I think this was a great show. We appreciate you for coming up here.
Appreciate y'all for having us.
It was a lot of gems. It was a lot of genuine moments. Tell the people where they can find you.
Everywhere, the School of the Gifted on Instagram, YouTube, whatever. The School of the Gifted. So Lena L everywhere, but yeah, that's what it is. That's the stamp. You see me, you see the school. So we here, man.
Thorough. Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of The Winners Culture. This time featuring Lena L. Follow us at The Winners Culture on all platforms. Follow Studio 524 Philly. Shout out to our sponsors, Immortal Vision Studios and Right Price Plumbing.
That's right.
We'll see y'all next time.